Hey, it's November 24th, 2024. I'm just making a short video for the team members. I'm assuming tomorrow when you guys wake up. This is to Alex Tomei, Bao, Joseph Kelly, the Mind Investing Club team, Dan Shapiro, Nathan, Cody, all of you guys, Lance, Lucas, Jenna, and Jordan, everybody who's in are part of the operations. Hey, this is beyond ridiculous, and I'm just speaking out of frustration. Hey, I don't want to be part of this. The amount of people know about me, and how many people are informed about this case and about me is just beyond insane. You have the I, I noticed local businesses, local residences, students, faculty members, the fire department. There's so many people that know about me, and it's not something that I want to being part of. And I'm just gonna get to the straight to the point here, uh, and that is Jenna and Jordan. I'm asking you that you take responsibility, but also be honest with the trading community. That's what I'm asking you to do right now at the moment. Um, because today everyone is helping you, including the trading community, the local residents, the local um, businesses, my cousins, they're all helping you. And I'm asking you that if you can just speak up on what happened 12 years ago. Hey, I never brought any violence and harm against you. Okay? I took responsibility. And please tell me um, if you disagree with that I didn't took responsibility. I had that. I mean, I did my best, the best that I could do. Obviously, there were some mistakes that were made, but I cared about my future. You know, um, changing school, that was a decision that I made. Changing gyms, that was a decision that I made. Changing apartments, which I did that too. You know, hey, I don't listen. You're getting involved with some other people's life, and you want control and you want to cause manipulation. That's not gonna be okay with anybody. I don't. I This is what Ashley and Patty created. And again, I'm gonna stay on the subject with Jenna and Jordan. I'm just talking to you. I've been to 23 states, over 20,000. I've spoken to more than 20,000 people, more than that. Because in 2012, I socialized with more than 5,000 people, 5,000 people. I'm just giving you the minimum number here. And this situation started with Ashley and Patty. No, nothing ever weird or crazy ever happened or controversy about me. You know, I did had a little bit of trauma in 2015 that it was a little bit out of a hand, but hey, I'm not gonna live my life because what Ashley and Patty said. And I'm again because there's accusations, I have to be very blunt and very direct here. Those girls had a bad interaction with the world. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality, because the things that they're saying is affecting me so much with a syndrome. But you're bringing panic attack to the environment when I go to a new place like driving school. You informed people at driving school, but what happened? Nothing came out of it. You know, you kept getting involved. The reason why I told Joseph, your your foster brother, I said, tell Jenna and Jordan, she has a nice red truck. The reason why I told him that is because you were it marked 3 months, 4 months of you kept getting involved with me. And I was trying to send you a message that I know what you're doing. It took me 6 months to confront you. Think about it. Isn't that fair that you're getting involved with someone's life and it takes 6 months? I never, because you last year, summer of 2023, you're telling people that I've been having issues with you since 2008. But I don't recall any issues before summer 2011. Before that, I never had any issues with you. You know, I think you should be. I'm Jenna and Jordan. I'm asking you right now to speak up and take responsibility and do what's right and say that, yeah, well, I never had any conflict with Golden. No fight, no argument in the middle school or even my freshman year of high school. People, I believe we live in a fair world. You know, if somebody has an issue with you, there's something going on. Both sides of the story. Hey, it took me 6 months to confront you. Result of me getting expelled March 2012. And you know what's even more fair? And anybody can do this. The trading community can do this right now, and I'm highly recommending them to do this. Ashley, Patty, Amira, her sister, Sam, Melissa, Brittany Belinsky, and there's another girl, her name starts with C. They all moved on. They all moved on, and that is fair. But me, I was very shocked, but also in a good way. Ashley and Patty saw me with two girls in the fall of 2013. She never got involved. 2 days went by, 5 days went by. Now it's 14 days. Nothing from Ashley and Patty. They moved on. Hey, I mean, and I'm just trying to communicate with you. I don't know. I don't know the syndrome and the whole thing. You're making a big deal out of it. And, but you never been, but it's like the only example I can share right now, it's like me accusing your parents to be racist, and saying that they have the high potential of committing hate crimes against minority groups though because they're white. But I don't know them very well. You're making accusations that are, you're saying one thing, but you've never been in a situation like dinner events, just calling our friends and say, hey, we're coming over, you know, and just spending some quality time. You never been in those situations, and this is what you're saying today. Listen, I do see the water bottle. Just now, you had an African American wearing having with the water bottle. I mean, this is all ridiculous, and I already addressed these things, like, and we are in insanity, because insanity is doing the same thing but expecting different result. Attachment will lead to suffering. I don't want that. I don't care about water bottle is something that you can throw out of in a trash and g- can be replaced immediately. It's the relationships that in our life that cannot be replaced. Hey, I'm so sorry, because the situation is so it's a how the situation is affecting me. I'm so sorry to say this, and I don't want to be coming off rude, but you're operating your life with low intelligence, and you have no business associating with me. I'm so sorry. I have to be. What I'm doing here is being very direct with you, cutting all the bullshit and just being very direct. And sometime in life, you should appreciate this man is honest with me. This man is direct with me. I saved you your time and energy. It's like me going on a date, instead of playing with another partner and saying, hey, you know what, thank you so much, but this is not going to work out. Or let's say I'm going at a job interview, the manager's interviewing me, but I just stop him and I say, excuse me, sir, but after analyzing the whole situation you told me about your company, I've decided that I don't want to move forward. And he would look at me and say, you know what? Thank you so much. You just saved me time and energy. Why tell the manager that after 1 month later, that, hey, I don't want to, I want to quit. I want to quit right now, or I'm giving my 2 week notice. Now they have to retrain, do the paperwork, retrain another candidate. So what I'm doing is I'm being very direct with you. I'm being honest with you. Like, hey, in May of 2010, I said this girl has no personality. I think you was 14 years old. Like, hey, please leave me alone. I mean, I'm just, I never had any history with you. Like, be honest, please. I'm asking you to do the right thing. Be honest, speak up, take responsibility. By you communicating with the trading community, that's not bad. That's actually good. I never had a good conversation with you. I never came over your house. I never called you. I never texted you. I never done anything for you. Like, hey, I mean, that's what shocks me the most. Please leave me alone, because I wasted 8 years of my life, 4 years in high school. in the winter of 2012, I was very committed on getting out. I told the family and the girl, I said, I have 1 year and 6 months on leaving the state of Ohio. I have to figure out where am I going to go, you know? So, hey, this is not going to work out. I'm just being honest with you. And hey, listen, hey, if we, I hope Bill is the father of Jenna and Jordan, and then Michelle is the mother of Jordan and Jordan and Jenna. Hey, listen, hey, you have life experience, and you know there are well boys. Well, in 2010 I was 16 years old, so these boys turning into men. But you know there are some guys that are doing drugs. When I was 16 years old, they were doing drugs. You know these are not they don't have any, they don't have ethics, they don't have morals, they don't have integrity in their life, and they're more likely to hurt somebody or take shortcuts, meaning they're more likely to commit a crime, and they can even hurt another individual. Hey, listen, I done nothing to you, like I done nothing to your daughter, you know. I mean, I was angry, you know, understandable. I was very angry, but I never put my hands on you. I never done anything. Hey, listen, I lost 4 years of my high school experience, you know. I was very disappointed that, hey, my high school experience is over in September 2012. And it hurts a lot because you took responsibility. That's what I'm trying to inform you. You know, hey, listen, and one thing that you can do to Jenna and Jordan, if you this might be the most important video that I make, is that when in the future or even now, you know, like how you trade, you can stop these threats, because I do. I mean, obviously, when somebody's making threats to you, you got to take them seriously and cautious way. But like they're saying, I'm gonna do something bad in my 50s or 60s. Hey, I don't ever want to come across path with these individuals. And you have this responsibility to speak up, because the trading, I don't know Bao. I don't know Alex Tomei, like you know, like close friends. You know, I was a chat room member. You can speak up and say, you know what? He's not like that. Golden is not like that. You can that is doing the right thing by speaking up and saying, you know what, Golden is not like that. I don't believe in violence. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt others. I don't believe in violence, you know. And they're sending me messages like, whoa, like I don't, my main focus is not to have any affiliation or association with the trading community. You know, I just don't want that. That is, I'm focusing on a long-term solution. So like when they make threats to me, you can speak up and say, you know what, Golden is not like that. You know, when we were getting involved with him, he took responsibility. Look at my decisions, you know. Hey, it took me, I mean, you can do this experiment your own yourself. Send somebody from Parma Heights. Send somebody from Parma Heights, get on the bus 51. It takes 1 hour, right? 1 hour. Then you're gonna work out for 1 hour, right? That's 2 hours. Then you get on the bus. That's total 3 hours. So I wasted about 3 hours and a half or 4 hours. My average time was 3 hours and a half or 4 hours just working out, you know. So hey, listen, I made decisions on departing away from negativity, because anybody who saw me in 2012, after losing Lisa and that friend, I made sure I didn't spend any time in Parma. I was always hanging out at Lakewood, other places though. So like, hey, when I took responsibility of like, you know, getting away from the negativity, hey, I'm asking you to do the right thing, because right now, look at the chaos. Like, look at the chaos. Look at how many the uh, police officers, fire department, um, local business employees, local residences, students, faculty members, um, staff, all the people know about this case and about me. I don't deserve this negativity. You know, hey, listen, hey, this hurts a lot, you know, to be in this situation. I wish you the best of luck, but hey, I don't want to have any affiliation with you. This has been a nasty situation, like very, very bad situation. You know, hey, I'm asking you to do the right thing. You know, like I mean, like, hey, I never done anything bad to you that would cause damages to someone. Like, you know, like damages. Like, yo, you caused damages to an individual. Hey, I'm gonna get out. Hey, I mean, I knew how bad my state was 2 years ago when I came here, November of 2022. I knew how bad my state was when I came here 3 years ago at the Amtrak of Irvine, November of 2021. That's even worse. So, hey, I'm asking you to do the right thing. Hey, I'm gonna have to, you change someone's life. and result of that, they have to seek how do they protect their privacy and their relationships, you know. And the trading community, they're making reckless accusation that, hey, this guy is a threat to us, he might bring harm or does anything to us, you know, because I see these messages and I don't deserve it. If you make threats to someone, you know, they're gonna take it seriously. So I don't need these threats towards me though. You know, I'm just asking you, to Jenna and Jordan, I'm asking you, like, hey, this is all, I mean, I'm here to inform you, this is all ridiculous. And it's hard, I want to share different concepts, but uh, you might not understand it, but out of frustration, I'm saying water bottle, Stanley Cup. I studied consumer behavior, and I was trying to figure out why Stanley Cup. What is the psychology behind a Stanley Cup? And I couldn't understand it. The same thing I did back in 2015 with the Hoover boards. You know those Hoover boards in 2015? They were you just stand on them and they dry, but they were getting on fire. So the society, people lost trust in the product because they would get on fire when you would charge them. So all these things, like, you know, you don't know that, and you're going on these conspiracy theory like, hey, this guy has a strong attachment with some an object or materialism. But this is all ridiculous. I'm like, for example, I'll never own a pair of Crocs. I'll never own one. And you guys are making a big deal out of it. EV bikes, I can care less about it. I really can. I mean, it would be nice to, I mean, I'll be honest with you, from a consumer behavior perspective, because, like, if you live in a town, if you live in a small town, EV bikes isn't that effective if I want to do grocery shopping, if I want to go places, you know, it's not that effective. But if I'm at the campus, it would be nice to have an EV bike from classroom to classroom and then going to the library and then to my dorm. It would be nice though. But this is all ridiculous. I mean, just hear me. You know what I mean? All water and anything. It's a personal decision. Like, if you have a long day, you have to keep your body hydrated. If you don't drink water, look at your urine. You know, it's dark, so you have to have healthy habits. I have very little information about longevity. I just have good habits, and your team is constantly making big deal out of longevity. But I just have good habits that I practice. Literally I've been having mentors when I was 17 years old, 12 years old. I had my first mentor was when I was 12 years old. I had more mentors when I was 17 years old. When you come from when you have parents who are absent, when you come from nothing, I come from hunger. You know, Cleveland, you better, you know, be ready to throw hands though. So, for example, when I was in Cleveland, Cleveland is a place where you gotta watch yourself and be ready at all time. That's the environment that I come from. It's not really safe. Let me just put it that way to you. You know. So when I would go to Cleveland, I just, you know. So what my point is, you have to make decisions. You have to make a decision about who you're gonna be, what you want. You know, who you're gonna let somebody influence you, what decisions you're gonna make, what rules you're gonna follow. All these things, you're making those decisions unconsciously or consciously, unconsciously or consciously. You know, so hey, this is beyond ridiculous. I mean, like, I'm just informing you. This is, I don't want to be part of this. I'm just here. I mean, I've seen enough of this ignorances from the black and white shoes. You know, I mean, it takes me less than couple seconds to realize, to know that individual knows of me. Hey, I'm so sorry. I don't. The main issue has been voodoo dolls on manipulating an individual, and you think this guy is retarded or he's a freak, but it's the voodoo dolls that you're manipulating someone's state. But once you remove the voodoo doll, then you're gonna get to know this guy. Okay, who is this guy? Golden. Who is this guy? You know, I think then you can move forward and to say, okay, I think I have a better understanding of who is Golden is. I just want to communicate. But hey, this is beyond ridiculous. I mean, I don't want to be part of this. You know, I'm away from living my life. I've been involved in this for 4 years now. 4 years, coming on in less than a week. It's gonna be 4 years in 1 month, 49 months. You know, I mean, Jana and Jordan, I really, I mean, I really hope you speak with your team, and explain them, hey, like, you kept getting involved, it brought you no benefit whatsoever, and everyone moved on, and I never had any association with them. Sam, Melissa, all those girls that moved on, Amira, I have no affiliation with them. You can call them and see when was the last time Golden spoke with you. Hey, I need to get out. I can't. You have spy cameras here. Everybody knows of me. Everybody, and it looks like, hey, I don't want to be part of this. It is affecting me so much. Loneliness, craving for social interaction with others, having intimate relationships. These things are good for you, for your overall well-being. Humans are social creature. Hey, I'm telling you, to Jenna and Jordan, I'm just doing my best to communicate here. This situation comes at a cost of trauma. You know, I had a trauma. I was experiencing trauma when I gone through high school in 2015. You know, I'm asking you that, hey, this is not something that I want to be part of any longer. You know, that's why I'm cooperating. Hey, I done nothing for you. Like, I mean, what prevents you from doing the right thing? What prevents you? And just be honest. And just be honest that this is a guy who never taken me out on a date. This is a guy who never called me. This is a guy who never texted me. This is a guy who done nothing for me. Came over your house, never did that. I drove by your house because that's a street that I was driving by that house back in '03, '04. Because if you live on York Road apartment and you're coming from Pearl Road, we're gonna be driving by your house a lot. But hey, you made a big deal. I understand in 2011, but hey, this is ridiculous. Hey, I'm here to inform you that you deserve an education. You deserved, so you could have a better understanding about life, you know, and understand people at a higher, effectively, you know. This is ridiculous. I mean, when we say ridiculous, these decisions, these actions and time and energy will never produce any kind of any benefits. So I mean, hey, I'm just speaking out of frustration. I have no hidden agenda, and I'm getting root to the problem, which is Jenna and Jordan. Hey, everyone moved on, and you're so obsessed with me, but I done nothing for you. And there are girls I've been knowing for over just 3 months. I done so much with them, but I don't know who you are, and this is something that you should communicate with the trading community. Everyone has worn black T-shirt, black hoodie. I don't care. Black hoodies were trending in the fall of 2011, 2012, you know. But when people, can I share with you, when people were wearing black hoodie, you know what I was excited about? Waiting, waiting for school to be over so I can take my girl out on a date. That's what I was more excited about, not black hoodie. You know, it's about the relationship. It's about being intimate. You know, I don't. Hey, listen, I'm all about following your true desires. You know, live your life, man. I mean, follow. You know, I learned. I mean, hey, we're gonna depart away. This is, and it's just, this is something very important. Just because you had a bad interaction, and or you had a different interaction with the world, that does not apply to everyone. You know, you don't know to Jenna and Jordan. You don't know my story. You don't know that. You don't know who the people that influenced me, who showed me unconditional love. You can't answer those questions, and here you are. You know, you feel like you're helping people, inform them ahead of time that, hey, this guy Golden, yeah, he doesn't like coughing, and he is light sensitive, so turn off the light. And then he likes black and white, and then also he is, you know, these things. I mean, obviously you're saying more things, but I don't want to say it at the moment right now. But this is, hey, I need to get out of the situation. Um, I knew how bad my state was 2 years ago, even last year, 3 years ago, and I'm gonna 4 years ago. You know, when I got to Houston, hey, I'll give up anything to get out. You know, hey, listen, you're sending me messages. Your team is sending me messages that when I'm 40 years old or 50 years old. Hey, listen, we're gonna depart ways, because this has been like, hey, your freedom got taken away, and you're building this case, and you're using students every hour. You're using people every single hour. we're gonna depart ways. I mean, hey, this is not gonna work out. I'm so sorry. I mean, hey, listen, hey, listen. I took responsibility. At least give someone the fruit of their decision. Like you should be rewarded by your decisions that you made, the actions that you taken. That speaks louder than words. Or like, hey, I was thinking about I broke your emotional. If I'm lying about this, I broke your emotional pattern, and how I did that was I bought you food. You know, you came to Walmart multiple time to cause problems. You know, and if that's a lie, first you looked at me because someone probably told you, because there's a guy, I had a conflict with him, and I told him, don't look at me. That was in the fall of 2012. And I'm assuming he was communicating with you, you know and he was probably telling you that, hey, he doesn't Golden doesn't like people with who's staring at him. So you looked at me. That didn't work. Then you started showing me your butt. This is to Jordan. So and then you and your sister were staring at me at the nail spy when I was at the, because you told my supervisor to have me on the self checkout. So when you do come to the Walmart, you're gonna be at the nail spy. Then your sister came a few days later. I bought her food. I bought her food. She ordered a half-foot meatball sandwich. So hey, we're gonna. I mean, hey, listen, like everyone moved on. You can call these girls today. I'm at Jenna and Jordan. I'm highly encouraging you. You can call Ashley, Patty. I gotta give the credit where it's due. 14 days went by. 14 days, and Ashley and Patty, they're like, they don't care about me. They're not getting involved. This is fall of 2013. I'm like, is she getting involved with me? Is she the following day at school? She didn't. They moved on. Amira, our sister, I mean, everyone moved on. I don't know. And the thing is, this is why I'm saying you're operating your life with low intelligence, because the decisions that you're making will not pay any dividends, you know? Because if you go on a prosper, I cannot pronounce this word, so excuse me, but if you go on this, it's called prosper. It's like looking for apartment units to see if it's and you have to see if it matches the criteria that fits your criteria, and obviously you do your due diligence, looking for apartment unit building, even a duplex or anything like that. And you invest in something like a good asset, like apartment house. That's something that's gonna pay some kind of dividends in the future. But these decisions is ignorance. Is, hey, I'm just, hey, listen, one day this is gonna come at a cost of violating your privacy, because I can't keep doing this. Your team is threatening me every single day that I might do something in the future. But like, hey, I've wasted 8 years of my life, 4 years in high school, 4 years here, and I haven't paid my taxes from 2020. This has been a nightmare situation. Hey, I'm not okay with spy camera. Anybody who's watching this, hey, I mean, hey, like, hey, I can't. I mean, I'm not like someone just, like, hey, this cannot keep happening to me. Like, hey, like, leave me alone, because you're constantly going on. Like, I'm speaking the facts here. You've been getting involved, you know Valley Forge. Well, before that, starting at driving school, then obviously in my classes, then um, in cafeteria, then April of 2012 in library with my Hidden Groove, Regency, Normandy, all these places that you've been getting involved, but it brought you no benefits, and nothing happened at those places though. And and I'm just asking you, like, hey, leave me alone. Everyone that got you involved, and I think this is what your parents need to know. Everybody that got you involved, they also moved on. They also moved on in March 2012. You're the only one who kept this relevant. I've been to 23 states. I socialized more than so many people. You're the only one who's beating on the drum of black and white and all these shenanigans, you know? Hey, I'll give up anything to get out because right now it's your privacy is on the line right here. It's being everybody knows what you're doing. There's spy cameras. They know my routine now. Hey, I can I'll give up anything. I mean, this guy's gonna give up every single thing. Hey, hey, listen, do the right thing. Have the courage to do the right thing, which is take responsibility and speak up to the trading community, the people that are helping you. You can speak up and say, you know what, this guy done nothing bad to me. He took responsibility. Hey, I broke your emotional pattern multiple times when you wanted to cause problem. I needed to collect a paycheck from Walmart so I can leave, and I did left the state of Ohio. Hey, like this is not gonna work out. It just hurts a lot because I did took responsibility, and I'm in this nasty situation though. Like, hey, this is a guy who never called me. I mean, I think that the local residents that are watching this right now, they can think for themselves. Like, and excuse me, I'm experiencing frustration and stress. Result of that, I'm not having an effective communication, but they can think, and anybody who's watching this, they can think for themselves. The local community, the local residents here, um, they can say this is so you're saying that you never called them, you never texted them, you never went over their home, like for any events, or they never invited you. I never took her on a date. I done nothing, literally nothing for her, like nothing. I spoke to her like on a rare occasion. I think back in the spring of 2010, and then I'm sorry, September of 2010. She's trying showing she had her friend open her legs for me when they were wearing skirt, and that was it. That was in the beginning of 2011, and that was it. I don't have a lot of history with these girls though, and they're so obsessed with me. But hey, like, I mean, this is why you should speak up. You should speak up and say, you know what, I've never been in a prom with you. Prom, homecoming, a date, call, text, came over our house. I met your parents only once in middle school. When you after middle school was over, please leave me alone. I mean, there has to be shame. There has to be an embarrassment. This is a man who done nothing for me. I mean, like, hey, like, I'm very, like, I'm on an extreme level. I'm on an extreme level of being very social. I even because because of what happened to me in Valley Forge, I was it was very painful experience, because now I have to decide. It took me 12 months to make a decision. 12 months, which is a long time to make a decision. I should have made a decision in less than 6 months. But I made friends outside of this school though. You know, start in my sophomore year, I started making friends outside of school. Hey, like, you're you're I barely know who you are. Please leave me alone. I mean, you should speak up with the trading community, so they can have a better understanding, because they think of me, this guy is a freak, this guy is a retarded guy who could hurt somebody immediately. Or because the people are good. I'm trying to inform you, the people are good. The Asian people, the Indian people, whites, blacks, the people are good. You know, it's the circumstances. All you ever saw was Ashley and Patty violating my privacy, and when your privacy is being violated, there is gonna be pain. There's gonna be misery. There's gonna be um, uh, um, like you're gonna behave in a negative way, of course. This is what I'm trying to say, you never saw the side of me where we just call our friends and say, hey, we're coming over. you know we're just gonna be spending time or having a dinner with friends though. you know you only saw the side I fought with those girls. Because, so, by the way, also, you have to also count that I'm 16 years old. I had little to no life experience, never dealt with a conflict before, never dealt with it. And it took me 7 months to speak out. So imagine being people are consistently getting involved in your business, and they're following you from classroom to classroom, and it took you 7 months to speak out. And I fought with those girls because it's like, hey, you're doing something that's affecting me. I want to be with my friends and be a normal 16, 17-year-old kid. And you're going on this urgency of informing people to wear colors, track my location, get involved with my in my socializing with others. That I wasn't gonna have that. I wasn't gonna, and they did that obviously because they knew my reputation. I had a reputation of the most attractive guy in the school. That was my reputation. I don't know on the scale if I was on the top five or number one or top 10, but that was the reputation I had from like long, long time now, from middle school days. Every girl, I think every lot of the girls knew that Golden is one of one of the attractive guy in the school. But I fought, and then I started social in 2012. I've been to so many places, so many universities. You know, I would go even further to in Cincinnati if I had car. Transportation was a problem. So, for example, if I wanted to go to Columbus, if I wanted to go to Anthon, if I wanted to go to those places, I needed transportation. Hey, leave me alone. Like, I mean, like, hey, listen, I couldn't socialize in my own high school. Result of that, I went to different colleges. Think about that. Like, look what they did, and look what I did. Leave me alone. I mean, I'm just like, think about it. You socialize with more than 4,000 people. You've been to parties, you've been to events, concerts, you met people. Like, hey, leave me alone. I'm not lying, by the way. I'm not lying. By the way, it took me 4, 5 months of direct failure. So what I would do is I would go places, and things wouldn't work out. I would go to universities, things would not work out every day for 5 months. No success whatsoever. No finding friends, dates. You know, finally I was able to meet some guy friends, but these guys are much older than me. I'm only 18 years old, and the 18 and 17 years old. These guys are like 22, 23. So that was kind of like, you know, like a little bit of like a age gap. But hey, I leave like think about it. I couldn't socialize with people with what Ashley and Patty created. I couldn't socialize with my friends in my own high school. I took it to colleges, universities though. I was at so many universities. I think I've been to more than 10, 15 universities, more than that. I lost count. You know, I even had, I went to one date. It was a disaster date. I remember, I'll never forget. It was such a, the girl was really strange, but I learned something. It was a really, but you have those experiences. Hey, I don't know what Ashley Petty said. What they created, it wasn't effective because for 18 months, they got no benefits. They got no benefit because what they created, I just took it outside of the, I wasn't gonna play with it. I wasn't, and I obviously I got expelled. Obviously I got expelled, so you know I wasn't gonna have it. Like I'm like, oh fuck that, you know. So like I'm ask, hey, if I'm being honest with you, if I'm being honest with you today, then you should be honest, honest with the trading community. Like, hey, this is not gonna work out. You know, like, hey, I mean, colors to like, so hear me out. And again, I gotta go to the root of the problem. I have to address Jenna and Jordan. Is that so individual's character is not important. Individual's character is not important. Like, hey, your integrity, your honesty, your manners, your ethics, moral, all those things, your intelligence, your energy, those things are not important. And you're putting your focus and all energy on colors, on clothes, you know. So like, hey, this, you're wrong, and this is why I'm saying you're operating your life with low intelligence. I don't think you have the right um, um, uh, training, training to analyze uh, another individual's behavior. I don't think you have that skill set. You know, for 12 years, you for 12, no, I'm sorry, since 2011. So it's been what? It's been 13 years you've been informing people to wear colors. He, you know, heavily into colors, you know, but it has brought you no benefit. I mean, it would make sense, again, if I was the outsider, like a local resident, it would make sense that, okay, this guy has a, you know, he was part of a controversy. Because he was part of a controversy, there was a trial, somebody got hurt. It would make sense though, but you're going on this sense of urgency, you know, like this urgency, like, hey, inform people, because back in the days, and to the people that are watching this, back in the days, it was everybody was wearing black and white, and I valued, I valued my social life, and I wanted to protect that, and I knew that I couldn't. I, I knew two things. I'm not gonna change their beliefs. Second, I'm my focus is to get out of the state of Ohio after I get my diploma. I wanted my diploma. Obviously, I couldn't leave the state of Ohio. That's why I couldn't put a stop to this. I could have put a stop to this in June of 2011, after 6 7 months later. That was a result of the 7 months being in it. But I needed my diploma. I just can't. I could have dropped out of high school, you know. But hey, I can't. What Ashley and Patty created, I can't be part of it. I mean, this is a nightmare. Anybody who's watching this, just going to Starbucks, there's so many people walking on a sidewalk, so many people at the Starbucks. The uh, the local businesses, so many people, fire department, nearby, everybody knows about me. And I don't, hey, I want to serve the people. The people are the most important thing there is. And by the way, there in my own community where I grew up at, there were people who, there were people in my community would say, oh, I hate people. I hate coming to work. I hate people. I hate dealing with people. And there's people that I've met like that. They hate other people because they don't want to deal with people at work. I love people though. I'm a people's guy. So hey, hey, we're gonna, because you're up. You don't have a lot of information about me, and the things that are being said about me is inaccurate. So I'm here to, hey, to Jenna and Jordan. Hey, listen, I don't know what Ashley and Patty said, but this is affecting me so much. This is not healthy to live my life. I'm just here to inform you. I hope you're watching this. Jenna, I hope you're watching this. This is not healthy for me to live. Because today, the trading community is helping you today. You know, I mean, like, hey, this is where I haven't done anything since October 2020. And if that's a lie, I haven't filed for my taxes. Um, I'm away from my relationships. My location has been tracked since August 2021. You guys have put me in some very disturbing and dangerous state. In 2021, I felt stress and I felt pain. Even walking 114 degrees outside, 114 degrees outside, I walked in the neighborhood because I was so stressed out. Hey, we're gonna depart ways. This is not gonna work out. I'm just here to let you know whatever I have to give, because now it's to the point. I mean, if you get all your information correct, if you get all your information correct, if you make a statement saying, at the end of your statement, you say, you know what, he has to give up every single thing in order to get his privacy back, you would be right. But if you say he's gonna join a chat room service or a firm, you're wrong. Hey, this is a very disturbing situation. I have no hidden agenda. Obviously the case is not gonna go to trial. I'm so sorry. I'm cooperating with you guys, but this is not healthy though. This is not healthy to live life like this. What I'm doing is I'm being productive, but I'm distracting my mind to escape my reality. It's another similar example where you get high, you smoke a cigarette, you try to escape your reality for a couple minutes, couple hours. That's what I'm doing right now. This is not gonna work out. I'm so sorry. I know there's a lot of people, they hate me, but I'm in pain. I'm in pain, and I'll give up anything. The money, anything, I'll give up. So yeah, this has been a very disturbing situation. I just want to inform you guys. Um, Anything, I'll give out. Um, my goodness. I mean, yeah, I just can't do it. I'm so sorry. I've been here before in high school, so I know it. But in high school, it was different, because in high school it was only for about 6 hours. Here 6 7 hours. Here is like 24/7. Hey, I got people that I'm loyal to. Because I'm loyal to those people, I'll give up the money though. Yeah, of course, yes. I'll give up the money. That's how loyal I am. I have relationships. Hey, this is not gonna work out. And please, I mean, hey, listen, I could. Some of you guys that are watching this, like Dan Shapiro. I'm close enough to be a kid, because hey, please don't stand up for what's right. Stand up for me and say, you know what, he has a future, and hey, I'm not. I mean, if I do anything reckless, if I do anything like a crime or commit crimes against anybody or get even, it's gonna cause me. It's gonna. It will come at a cost to me. It will affect my relationships. Hey, we're gonna. I hope one. It, I hope I hope someone from the team. This is my message. Um, Lance, Dan Shapiro, someone, even Jenna and Jordan, someone from the team who's watching this, is that hey, just one person, just one person. I just need one person, only one person, who can speak up and stand up for what's right. That's all I'm asking. Because I've been getting threats. I've been like, because some of these guys that are running these operations are cowards. They lack empathy and compassion, and they're also making threats towards me that hey, this guy's going to do something when he's 50 years old. But I've been hearing that message for the past 2 years, and I take these threats seriously. But hey, I'm focusing on a long-term solution, and that is hey, we're going to depart ways. Because if I'm willing to give up every single thing, what does that tell you about the situation? Hey, hey, listen, I mean, this is not gonna work out. I mean, I just know how bad the situation is, how bad it's affecting me. It's just not. I don't. I mean, I'm willing to. I'm cooperating here. That's why I'm at UCI. I am battling with my own emotions, but yeah. So yeah, my point to Jenna and Jordan, hey, if you can speak up, and do what's right, I would highly appreciate it. I would highly appreciate it. That hey, I took responsibility when you were getting constantly involved. Hey, I lost my high school experience. There was no prom, there was no homecoming, there was no socializing with friends. It was colors, colors, colors that I saw, and there was a constant focus on me. But I just wanted to be with my friends. Hey, we're gonna. I mean, this is a very disturbing situation. I mean, I was a kid and I took responsibility. I don't have a criminal record to have. I mean, there's people who commit crimes. You committed a crime, and you went to jail or something. But to have spy cameras watch me 24/7. Hey, this is not. This is very disturbing, and I cannot be part of this. So yeah, to Jenna and Jordan, I'm really encouraging you to speak up, because what's happening right now is who would be okay with it? Hey, I done nothing bad to you. Can I at least be rewarded for taking responsibility 12 years ago? Yeah, 12 years ago in 2012. So hey, I mean, I just because this is all you know. What you know is what Ashley and Patty what they were doing in Valley Forge when they got you involved. This is all you know. You don't know about the dinner events. You don't know how I treat people. You don't know how loyal I am in relationships. You don't know how I treat the parents of a friend. You never been in with a friend, like a friend to friend social setting. Like we're just sitting in someone's backyard, we're in someone's home, having a good time. You'd never been in those events. The thing that you witness, and this is something that you should speak up with the trading community. What you saw was Ashley and Patty, those girls, those 7, 8 girls, were violating my privacy, and I fought with those girls. I fought with those girls. I said, hey, you're not gonna do this to me. Everybody has desires. Everybody wants to. When I say desires, you want to be social. You want to be with your friends. You want to go to homecoming, prom. This is empathy, compassion for others. Hey, but I'm here to inform you, they receive no benefits. They receive no benefit. I was, or by November of 2011, I was already started going to Cleveland. Lakewood, all these Cleveland Heights. I started going there, so they received no benefit. March 2012, I left the Valley Forge. I was now I have I'm covering Northeast, going as far by summer of 2012. I was going as far as um, Medina, Strongsville, um, Lakewood, Avon Lake, Rocky River. So I was covering up a big on the map, meeting up friends though. So what they did, it didn't help them. It didn't. They got no benefit. They got no getting involved with me. And by the way, if somebody um, I'm asking one person, only one person, if he can do the right thing as a courtesy. he can speak about his experience, because his experience, he dealt with the same experience I dealt with, and his name is Harry Haas. A girl kept getting involved with his business, and he got so angry. Harry got so angry, he brought it on Twitter. um, what I did was, after 7 months of dealing with it, I started speaking out, and then after 11 months or 12 months, I started making friends outside of high school. So people will get frustrated. I'm asking Harry Haas and look into Harry Haas, how he responded and how he behaved when that was happening to him. Same experience, but look at how people respond. So hey, don't, you can say this guy has a syndrome, this guy's that, but it's really about people value their privacy, people value their being social and their relationships, their business. If you're gonna get involved with people's business and try to have control, they're gonna fight you. I mean, like I mean, I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence, but if you're a female and you're doing something against the law or it's not ethic or moral, someone is gonna put a stop to it. I'm not just, it's common sense, but I have to say it. But hey, like, hey, this is not gonna work out. Like I said, this is like, I'm so. I mean, it's just like, I'll give up anything. I mean, I'm giving. I mean, like, to the folks that are watching this, like, I'm giving up the money though. Like, I'm gonna have money that I'll never have to worry about money, and not only that, I grow that money very fast if because I'm not a big spender. I have no any. I'm not a big spender. I'll take a one trip or two here or there, but that's it. But I can just put it in a blue chip stock, and have it grow in less than 24 months, and double my money. But uh, I'm giving up the money. This is a very disturbing situation. I'm so sorry. I can't. You guys are being smart with me, and you guys are using probability theory. But I mean, again, this comes with observing behaviors for so long. It's a passion of mine. Reading books, traveling 23 states, speaking with more than 20,000 people. When you combine all those things, I'm here to inform you, these decisions that you're making will not bring any fruits. You won't reap the fruits of this. It won't bring you any satisfaction. Mark my word. I mean, I'm just here to tell you, this is what you're doing is wrong. I'm here to inform you. I'll give up anything to get out. Hey, this is not something that, because what I want is, I want to socialize. I want human interaction. I want to have an intimate relationship. I know this sounds silly, but I want to have an intimate relationship with another, an opposite of sex. I had to be very direct, because for the overthinkers, but because I've been involved in this situation for 4 years, it's just not healthy. It's not healthy, and I will give up anything. I mean, think about it. You're giving up the money that can make your life much easier. You're giving up that. That's when you know I'm not lying. I don't have any hidden agenda. So yeah, to the folks, I've been here before. I know what this comes at a cost. Harry Haas had a similar experience that I had, and boy, he took it on Twitter. He got very upset, and he has every right to do it. I never thought in my life, I never thought uh, somebody would go through the similar experience that I had, but it happened to Harry Haas. Obviously mine was a little bit longer, like a longer time, but it happened to Harry Haas, and he was very upset. So again, this is not. I mean, to Ashley, I mean, to Jenna and Jordan. One last thing I want to say also is that I wish you give someone a chance. Give someone a chance. Say hey, and asking question. I think giving someone a chance. Second is asking the right question. Who are you? What do you do? You have very little information about me, and the information that you do have came from Ashley and Patty, though. Hey, you never. I'm gonna say this again. I think I'm saying. I repeated it 4 times. No, you never been in a social setting like Ash. Like what Ashley and Patty told you. That's what you know, and you saw a disturbing behavior out of me, like a nasty behavior. You know that hey, these girls are violating my privacy. I can't socialize with my friends. I can't have my own high school experience. And you saw that side, but you never saw the other side of me socialize, meeting my friends for a dinner. It had to be dinner because we had school, obviously, from the morning till 3 o'clock. So the only time you can meet up with someone is for dinner. You never saw that. You never saw just for the weekend hanging out with friends though, you know. Hey, this is a nasty situation. I wish you can have some kind of empathy that, hey, we're tracking someone's location for this long, and this is wrong what you're doing. I mean, hey, you can come up with reasons like, hey, this guy's a syndrome guy, autism, artistic, whatever you want to do. That's your opinion. But hey, I know how much this is affecting me. One of the first thing I'm gonna do is try to like get this out of my system and like have a relationship, be with an intimate relation. If I have to be with a temporary partner, I'll even do that. It just shows you how insane the situation is. I'm willing to have a temporary partner to have an intimate relationship with them so I can get this out of my system. This is not something healthy that way I'm living. I'm gonna get out. Hey, what you're doing is wrong, and I don't have to tolerate this. I mean, yeah, and by the way, if you're showing your vulnerable side, and if you're expressing yourself, and also you're addressing the things that you're struggling with, that's not weaknesses. You know, that's actually you're doing yourself a favor by defining the problems that you're dealing with that are bothering you. I don't think we should shy away from the things that we struggle with. I think everybody's going through something, right? But one thing that we can do is speak up, express yourself, define the problems, and find a solution to it. Find solution to it. Just don't. And most of us, what we do is we just keep our problems to ourselves and not and cover them up like a cover up. But my philosophy is different. Confront them, define them, express yourself that, hey, I'm going through a problem, and I wanted to address this. So again, this is not healthy, folks. Anybody who's watching this, hey, I could be at your kid's age. I don't have a lot of life experience. I just came out of college. I was done with my study in summer of 2018, and I got into this situation in 2020. I'm so behind in a lot of things in life. I'll give up anything to get out. I mean, it's not healthy. Folks, I've been here before, where where people are just like, the system is more like you're isolated. You are isolated from everyone. You cannot have a deep conversation with a friend. You cannot have an intimate relationship with an opposite of sex that I want. It's not healthy, folks. It's not healthy. I don't want this. I'll give up anything to get out. I mean, this is, hey, your ideas are disturbing because you're being stubborn. You're being stubborn, and you're trying to be right, but at the cost of what? Someone is going through a trauma. You're entitled to your opinion that, hey, this guy is syndrome, artistic, all these black bottles, all this garbage, but it does not have to become my reality. And I'll give up anything. Hey, I don't, you know, social interaction is not important. Eating is not important. Sleeping 8 hours is not important, but black bottles are. Think about it. Think about having kids and raising having, a wife and kids, but focusing on black bottles, but not focusing on sleeping 8 hours, eating 3 times a day, having healthy social interactions. That's not important. But all these shenanigans is, folks, I've been observing behaviors for so long. I think the right thing for me to do is just give up every single thing. I'm not here to convince to, what do you call it, change people's beliefs about me. I'm not here to do that. I just know that you can't change people, but you can depart ways. This is a very nasty situation. I'll give up anything to get out. Think about it. It's like driving a car. It's like driving a car and say, you know what? Don't hurt me. Here's my car key. Here's my car key, and there's some money in the glove bag. Take it. That's the right thing to do, right? This is a nasty situation. I'll give up anything. I'll give up the money. I'll give up anything. Like, have at it. It's just not healthy. I mean, I'm like, holy shit. I know how much it's affecting me. If you see how much this is affecting me, you'll be like, whoa. Like, if I give you what I'm feeling, you'll be like, whoa. It's like you're carrying so much luggage on your shoulder, like mental luggage. I just wanted to speak out. It just hurts a lot. By the way, my knowledge, the knowledge, I have a very little knowledge, but my knowledge that I have, I wanted to help people, The people are the most important thing is, and I also believe that as a hum, as an individual, your small percentage of your time and energy should be focusing on um, is a bright future for humanity, and what are you here to contribute, so it's, I always think I love people, obviously, and and I think about contribution a lot, and and a brighter future for humanity and the next generation. I think we have that. It's a responsibility for any individual to think about it and think about these things, and also and take action on what he can give. How can he be what? How can he be resourceful, and what he can contribute to society for a bright future for all of us, and increase the quality of a human's life. Look at the technology we had 100 years ago, and look at the technology that we have today. It came from individuals who decided that, hey, I'm going to make a contribution to society. My innovation can help people. My capital can help other people. You don't have to be creative. You can just give up money to someone. You don't have to be event something. So so yeah, I just wanted to say that because I'm in such a painful situation. I wanted the people to know that, hey, I still think about humanity. I think about us. I think about our future, like all of us, and we're here to have this extraordinary experience, and we have responsibility at the same time, and yeah. But I'm so sorry. This is a very what an experience overall. I'm just shocked because I can add massive value to an individual. Like, hey, 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 you're stuck, and it's okay to be stuck on your journey in life. Like, hey, you're not get when I say stuck, you're not getting the result that you want. It could be health, finance, love, relationship, all these things. But I can provide some kind of information that can help you, that you can implement. Knowledge is useless unless it's applied. If I say drink some kombucha, eat salad, exercise, that can reduce belly fat. If you don't do it, then it's just a waste, right? So it just hurts a lot because people do. I don't want to be. I don't want to come off arrogance, but people do want to hear what I have to say, and I like helping people out. And the Punjabi people, which I am, they know that I don't have strong ties with the religion, but they know day one goes by, day 30 goes by, day 100 goes by. They know he's a contributor, meaning that I don't believe in the zero sum game. It's the pie is bigger for all of us, and that we can. I like to help people out. I was responsible for getting someone a job that pays more than 70 grand. 70 grand. I think he's making about $75,000 per year. Per year. Think about it. And so yeah, the philosophy is having people's best interest. Like, just do the right thing, and people like that. And if you do these things, people are gonna find out that, hey, you're a contributor. You have good intentions. People are gonna find out. Day one goes by, day 30 goes by. People are gonna know who you are. If you say you don't drink, people are gonna find that out. So hey, folks, this is a ridiculous situation. I apologize for your time and energy. I'm in so much motherfucking pain. I'm so sorry to say this, and and I'll give up anything to get out. This is not healthy to live the way I'm living here. So yeah, I just wanted to. I'm so sorry. It's just not a. This I'm part of this negativity. I was a 16-year-old kid, and these girls came to me, and I had a reputation of being the most attractive guy in the school. That was my reputation. People knew of me, but they didn't know me like a friend to friend. They didn't know me like that, like very close. They just knew of me, and they knew about my reputation. That was it. So they came to me and they wanted control, and things I wasn't gonna have what they wanted to do, because I like socializing. I like people. I want to go to homecoming. I want to go to prom. Very outgoing personality that I have. So those girls were disappointed after 18 months. They're like, hey, this guy's fighting back. He's fighting back. And result of that, I got expelled. I got expelled, and yeah, and even getting expelled, I was still going to different cities though, to be meeting up my friends, having dinners, having going to movies with my friends, taking girls on date. I wanted to be social. I want to be with my friends. That was very important to me. But then later on, I found out that I need to also work on my education, which I did that too. So I wasn't a not responsible individual. I had to balance it out. I value my social life, but I also had to study though, which was in the library. So I just want to point that out. But this is a very nasty situation. I'll give up anything. I mean, I know how much this is affecting me. This is why I'm encouraging Jana and Jordan, going to the root of the problem. Speak up, please. Just speak up, do the right thing. And yeah, so yeah. I'm so sorry for keeping this long though. I apologize. Yeah.